Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Nighthawks. Batting first, the center fielder, number 6, Carter Walsh. Batting second, the shortstop, number 4, Cole Coleman. Batting third, the third baseman, number 34, Brian Rojas. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 17, Adam Paganelli. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 12. The first baseman, number 7, Peter Hollaball. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 6, Mark Stewart. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 51, Hunter Sasaki. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 1, Jonathan Shimabukuro. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 5, Braden McNally. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 0, Rylan Miyazaki. Taking the mound for the Saints in Game 1, number 10, Isaiah Mayfield Prieto. Coach for the Saints is Kelly Gow, assisted by Joey Swanson, Tyler Raskin, and Taylor Foster. At this time, we ask that you please rise if you're able, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America with the playing of the national anthem. And now the 3 words we've all been waiting for. Let's play ball. Don't get too comfortable.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Saints Field for doubleheader action of the four-game series between the visiting Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks and your St. Martin University Saints. It is senior weekend here for the Saints. They'll be recognizing 8 seniors tomorrow after the first game, so if you are unable to be with us today, please try to be with us tomorrow in some way, shape, or form, whether it's you'll be here in person or you will be joining us on the live stream. But we will be recognizing those 8 seniors throughout the weekend a little bit, but mainly tomorrow after the first game.
Game 1 for the Nighthawks, the center fielder, number 6, Carter Walsh.
As we get ready to dive into the first pitch of this one, it'll be a 4-game set between the two. Starting lineup for the Nighthawks will be Walsh, Callan, Rojas, Paganelli, followed by Titian, Kell, Pahukoa, Brubaker, Bell, and Karpstein. For the Saints will be Shaler, McLaughlin, McCorkle, followed by Hollabaugh, Stewart, Sasaki, and rounding out will be Shimabukuro, McNally, and Miyazaki. On the mound, will be Mayfield, Prieto. Carter Walsh, center fielder, swings at the 2-0 pitch and skies that one to left field. Senior left fielder Jonathan Shimabukuro is under that one and will make the catch to record the first out of the game.
Coming to the plate, the shortstop, number 4, Cole Kalman.
For our Saints fans unable to make it today, I know we got word from head coach Kelly Gow that Cole Hatton, one of the senior pitchers, will be making the start for Game 3 tomorrow, and then the second game of the doubleheader for Game 4 will be the other senior pitcher, Justice Yamashita, the third senior pitcher we have is going to be number 32, Sam McCulley. He's mostly going to come out of the bullpen, most likely. So
More of that
keep an eye
relief
out
kind of guy.
for that. Yep.
Condon steps in and swings at the second pitch he sees and skies that one just behind second base. Second baseman, also senior, Brady McNally will make the catch.
Coming to the plate, the third baseman, number 34, Brian Rojas.
So seniors for the Saints will be center fielder Austin Shaler, left fielder Jonathan Shimabukuro, third baseman Dylan McLaughlin, second baseman Brady McNally. DH for this game, Mark Stewart. And obviously the other three pitchers that Osh just talked about. Stepping in now will be Brian Rojas. Two-one pitch, swung on, jammed him a little bit. McNally fields it cleanly and records a third out. So Nighthawks score no runs on no hits, no errors, and no runners left on. 1-2-3 for the Saints as they'll be due up in the bottom of the first. Leading off the bottom of the first for the Saints will be Shaler, McLaughlin, and McCorkle. And on the mound for the Nighthawks will be number 21, Kyle Etheridge.
Etheridge making his 10th start of the year. Reached that double-digit mark. Shaler fouls that one back here. Go down early in the count, 0-2. Etheridge, 4-2 record, 58 innings pitched. Something you love to see if you're a pitching coach. Longevity in the season, right?
Yeah,
Staying
yeah.
healthy, especially as NNU is heading to another GNAC playoff. So Etheridge
here for what first and second place looks like for the GNAC, but obviously Etheridge being kind of one of their guys. It'll be interesting to see how long he goes here today. You know,
Sure.
We'll see if they're trying to get some wins to, if they're in second place, pull into first place, or if they're trying to extend their first place lead. But it'll be interesting to see if the Nighthawks will kind of keep him on a short pitch count, just to keep him healthy for the playoffs, obviously coming up. So.
For sure, with our home team Saints here, this will be their last series in terms of GNAC conference play. They have the bye in the last week of the year. So this is the Saints last week, but for, like you said, the Nighthawks, they will have another set of games next week as well. So
Etheridge he works pretty quickly for the Nighthawks. He has been in his whole career. They're pretty quick workers, so that's why you're seeing him get set and get pitched in fairly quickly today.
With pretty good splits as well, right? 44 strikeouts, only 6 walks surrendered. So definitely a guy that's going to fill up the zone, be around the zone. So if you're a Saints hitter, probably looking early in the count, get something you like and go after it.
Yeah, and to touch on his tempo a little bit, you know, if you're the Saints and he's kind of getting to you, obviously, you know, you kind of want to take that tempo out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, take your time getting back in the box. Don't let him get in the groove and keep that momentum going in his favor. So we'll see how the game kind of plays out and see what the Saints are able to do. As McLaughlin is the first runner aboard for the Saints via the walk. Stepping in now will be the catcher for the Saints, and Trevor McCorkle. So 1 out here. Saints draw the first runner on. Yeah, looking at the strikeouts for the Nighthawks, Etheridge does lead the team in strikeouts with 44. So expect to see a lot of those as McCorkle hits one at first. Throw to second gets by the shortstop. And McLaughlin will advance to third via the error. So the Saints getting something rolling here. Not pretty, but it's working in their favor.
Number 7.
Stepping in now will be the first baseman, Peter Hollabaugh, and on deck will be senior Mark Stewart. Hollabaugh first pitch swinging, skies one just behind the second baseman. McLaughlin will tag. And he will not advance home. So stepping in now with runners on first and third will be the senior Mark Stewart. First pitch off speed, line and drive right to the third baseman, and he'll snag that one. Saints sort of get something going, not necessarily via the hits, but via the free bases. But nonetheless, they score no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on. We'll head to the top of the second. Top 0.
for the second for the Nighthawks. Number 16, Adam Paganelli.
So leading off for the Nighthawks will be the 4-hole hitter, number 17, and Adam Paganelli. First pitch swinging. Good pickup there by McLaughlin, the third baseman. A little bit of a high throw, but Holloway was able to snag it and get his foot down on time to secure the catch and the out.
Yeah, Mayfield Pareto with not too much strikeout numbers, I'd say, right? Eye-popping strikeout guy, but more so a guy who just throws strikes, be around the zone, get outs. As we can see, even in their first inning, the Nighthawks batters kind of out in front already early, so definitely a guy that just gets outs, which is a really good sight to see if you're a Saints fan here.
Stepping in now will be number 12 for the Nighthawks and Trevor Tishenkel. As he shows bunt for the first pitch, pulls back. Shows bunt again, off speed. Guess that hit him? Umpires with a little bit of a head nod just to confirm with the first base umpire that it hit his foot, and it indeed did. So Tishenkel will be aboard via the hit by pitch, and will bring in the 6-hole hitter, number 23, Duke Pahukoa. A little bit of rainfall starting to drop down here in Lacey. It's not supposed to be a super nice weekend, unfortunately, but do the best we can to get as many innings as we can in. Obviously, with senior weekend, want to try and hope for the best in weather. Try to get these seniors the recognition they deserve without having to deal with some rain and tarpaulin. A 2-0 count on Pahukoa. Pitch swung on, hit on the ground. A little chopper to McLaughlin at third. Throw over to second on time for one. Throw over to first. Is in the dirt, and Holloway unable to snag that one to secure the out. So 2 outs here. Pahukoa aboard via the fielder's choice. Good decision there by McLaughlin to realize the speed of Tishenkel and get that lead runner out.
I think, as you can see, the second baseman McNally there opting to go with the stretch, right, just to make sure he secure that first out of second base too. Ball was hit kind of slow, so really no chance.
Pahukoa goes. Throw down from McCorkle's over McNally's head. A successful stolen bag for Pahukoa. Pretty interesting to see him going here. I mean, he's 1 for 1 in the season. Saints probably not expecting that, but Nighthawks seem to be eager to get something going here. Try to get ahead early in this one. So Pahukoa on second now, 0-1 count. To number 5, Brubaker.
Brubaker, the Nighthawks' leading hitter too as well, right? So maybe kind of enticed the decision there by Pahukoa to try and steal 2 outs, right? Base knock will bring him in now, so why not? Brubaker hitting .337 on the year, 29 hits and 86 at bats, so definitely the guy you want up if you're a Nighthawks fan. If you're a Saints fan, just looking to get out of the inning. I think we're seeing that pretty evident. Mayfield Pareto relying on the defense, right? just do their job, make routine plays, get them out of innings. So
yeah, there's nothing more you can ask for as a pitcher, right? Just being able to throw strikes and being able to trust the guys behind you to make the plays when they're needed. As Brubaker drives that one into right center. Pahuko will score from second. A throw in from Shaler is not in time. Beautiful pickup and throw in there by Shaler, but field umpire says Brubaker is safe at second, so.
Brubaker's foot got in there right before Miyazaki could apply the tag, right? Good slide there, too. Went to the inside part of the base to avoid getting tagged too quickly there, but.
Yeah, really close play. Props to Ozzy for getting that one in, trying to get the out. But nonetheless, Bell steps in now. So Brubaker awarded the RBI double. And the Nighthawks take an early lead here in the top of the second.
I think we're already kind of seeing an adjustment here by the Nighthawks, right? Wading back, going the opposite way. Got a couple of guys early on in the first inning out in front, so changing the strategy around a little bit, I'd say, right? As you can see, that one by Brubaker, just trying to shoot that right center gap there, sitting back. Like we said, Mayfield Prater not going to blow you by, so got to think Oppo.
Mayfield behind here to Bell, 2-0. Next pitch swung on. So Brubaker on second. Bell the hitter, the 2-1. Swung on, popped up high to the right side of the infield. All the ball is camped under it. He'll call for it and secure the catch. The Nighthawks score one on one hit. No errors and leave one runner left on. With the bottom of second, Nighthawks lead this one now 1-0. Welcome back to the bottom of the second here at Saints Field. Nighthawks lead this one 1-0. Due up for the Saints will be Sasaki, Shimabukuro, and McNally. One count now to Sasaki. Swung on, fouled out of play. Count moves 1-2. The 1-2 off speed down to the dirt. Count moves even 2-2. So I think one of the reasons, I'm not sure, obviously we'll see as the weekend goes on, but one of the reasons Etheridge and potentially maybe the other pitchers who will be throwing for the Nighthawks are able to work so quickly is because they have what looks to be kind of like a pitch comm, but in a watch. So it almost seems like the coach is kind of calling in the pitch. It doesn't necessarily look like a wristband that has all the pitches on it, so kind of a digital investment for the Nighthawks. It has paid off to this point, having the success that they've had as a staff, being able to get signs in quickly and really move the game along and try to keep the opponents on their toes is something that they do well. So interesting to see a little watch version of a pitch comm here.
Right.
It's almost like a smartwatch, and he kind of just sends in a text,
For sure, just like pressing a button or something, but it's a good observation there too. But I think, like you touched on it earlier, quick tempo like that, right? You need sort of technology to kind of keep up with that, right? If you have guys that work quick and then you're getting in signals late, right, it might throw them off their game. So it'll be interesting to see. I think if we do see Nighthawks pitchers maybe with a slower tempo, how that will go, right? Maybe the catcher will start giving, I guess you would say old school signals, just throwing down the fingers and stuff, but we'll see how that goes.
Obviously with today's, the advancement in technology is huge within the game of baseball and sports in general, right? Like you see a bunch of different, in baseball for different levels. As Shimabukuro lines that one in the left field, he'll get down for a single, but going back to the technology point, right? You look at different levels, right? High school, college, and pros. The pros obviously have their pitch comm, right? Their version of it, more of that speaker type of thing where the pitcher has it in his hat and the catcher has the buttons to kind of tell him the pitches. But in this case, obviously, with the Nighthawks having the watch, this seems to be some sort of smartwatch. And then for the Saints, obviously they kind of use like a little pitch comm themselves, but sort of a walkie-talkie version with McCorkle mic'd up. Not necessarily mic'd up, but has the earphone in his ear, and pitching coach kind of calling signs from there. But it's a lot of different versions of it. Interesting to see. McNally swings at that one, hits it high and deep to left field, and it'll land foul. Up and in pitch for McNally. He's on time with that one, so beautiful swing there. Unfortunately, it lands foul. And the left fielder, fortunately for McNally, was unable to snag that one. So count moves now to 1-1 as we've said, not necessarily said, but as we've said before when we played, it's just a long strike, right?
That's right. Love the 1-0 swing there by Brady, right? Why not? Kind of knew he was going to come inside, try to turn on it.
Swings at the next pitch he sees, and he skies that one on the right side in foul territory. First baseman for the Nighthawks, Karpstein, will snag that one. It's a good sequencing there by Etheridge. Fastball up and in. Immediately to an off speed, getting McNally to fly out. Shortstop Riley Miyazaki steps in, and he'll round out the lineup for the Saints. Shimabukuro goes. Good jump by him. Better throw by Nighthawks catcher. Will gun down Shimabukuro. Beautiful catch and throw by Bell to get Shimabukuro stealing. The Saints score no runs on one hit, no errors, and leave no runners left on. We'll head to the top of the third.
Your score, Nighthawks 1, Saints
Nighthawks
0.
lead this one 1-0.
Leading off the Nighthawks, the first baseman, number 8, Caleb Harpstein.
Stepping in for the Nighthawks in the top of the third will be first baseman, number 8, Caleb Karpstein. Big swing and a miss there by Karpstein.
Yeah, I think for the Saints here, Aaron, right, we kind of know they're out of playoffs, right? No shot for them to sneak into that third place slot with Central Washington holding the tiebreaker over them.
That one hit high to the left side. Not sure if it landed in play or out of play, but it was foul nonetheless. Can't really see much from where we're sitting on the left side of the field here, but looks to be as if it landed foul. So,
yeah, back to my point. It'd be interesting to see here, right? Want to end the season on a good note, right? So maybe we'll see more underclassmen play. It's like a passing of the torch sort of thing.
yeah.
As they try to honor the seniors here, try to see what the underclassmen got for next year.
Off-speed pitch will hit Karpstein, and he'll be aboard. But, yeah, I mean, to your point, like, yes, you're out of playoffs, but it's nothing really to hang your hat about, right?
The center fielder, number 6,
You've made a lot of improvements this year if you're the Saints from the offensive and defensive side as well as the pitching side, right? So you can kind of take that success, the little success that you've had this year, and apply it to your goals for next year, right? Trying to do better than you did this year, right? It's always trying to be 1% better.
So, and we attended the first annual St. Martin's baseball banquet last night, right? And we heard hitting coach Swanson mention 21 one-run games or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number, I don't remember the specific number,
Yeah.
but I mean those could go either way. Those
Yeah,
could
exactly.
turn losses into wins, right, or vice versa. So, like you mentioned, they're being competitive. It's just winning ball games is the name of the game, right?
Yeah, like that just goes to show, like, you can compete with the best that there is in the conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just unfortunately, the ball didn't roll your way, and those games that you didn't win those one-run games. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, and kind of take it in. Learn from your mistakes and try to be better on it for next year. So obviously, with the 8 seniors leaving, you got some holes to fill if you're Coach Kelly Gow. But with the amount of production that you've been able to produce from the underclassmen, you got to be pretty excited going into next year.
For sure, and that goes back to our point of just like ending this season on a good note and going into next season kind of knowing what you want to improve on seeing what success looks like, right? And then just keep making steps forward to the future, too.
Hit hard on the ground on the shortstop, Miyazaki. Beautiful turn to second. And McNally will hold it as Walsh has some wheels, so he'll be able to leg that one out. But beautiful, beautiful defensive play by Miyazaki over at shortstop.
It's like we talked about, right? Walsh hits a hard ground ball there, but if you're Mayfield, you're just anticipating your defense to make the play for you behind you, right?
Yeah,
so
and that's exactly what they did there. So if Mayfield can keep doing what he's doing, keep trusting the guys behind them, and keep this game at a one-run ball game, then the Saints will be in prime position to potentially take this one.
Yeah, interesting to see Carter Walsh there at first base. 21 for 25 on the year, stolen bases. So most likely going to see him sometime this at bat. My guess would be to get in motion here.
Yeah, like we saw, he just legged out that. I mean, that ball was hit pretty sharply to Miyazaki over at short, and he was able to leg it out and avoid the double play. So, yeah, like you talked about, definitely going to see some action out of him. If not at this at bat, then definitely sometime during this weekend. But
It's always interesting, too, when you have a situation like this where I'm sure the Saints defense, right, is talked about to catcher Trevor McCorkle that their leadoff hitter Walsh is a speedy, right, loves to run. I'm sure they've seen the numbers, so it's kind of almost like you're anticipating him to go if you're McCorkle, right?
Yeah.
It's like a challenge, right? So you got to want to throw him out here, so we'll see if that happens.
1-1 count, good time to do it, and he does. Pitch swung on, driven deep to left field, but out of play. Good swing of the bat there by Calnone. So 1-2 count. Walsh was stealing on the previous pitch. We'll see if he does it again. Got a good jump last time. Off-speed pitch down. Count moves even 2-2. Ball hitting the ground up the middle. Misaki got it. Glove flip over to second and throw over to first by McNally. Beautiful double play there. Miyazaki flashing the leather. Saints able to turn the double play there. Nighthawks score no runs on no hits. No errors and leave one runner left on. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Saints trail this one 1-0.
Third base, number 0, Riley. Keep in mind, Saints, every foul ball gets you a scoop gelato.
Stepping in now will be shortstop, who just flashed the Gold Glove, and Riley Miyazaki. First pitch swinging, a little dribbler to shortstop. Strong throw across the diamond by Walsh to record the first out. Excuse me, by Callan to record the out. A one pitch went out by Etheridge. Top of the lineup steps in now, and Ozzie Shaler, as he's in an even count.
Etheridge, super efficient so far, right? Getting ahead of the count and just making you fish for things you probably shouldn't be swinging at. Says
Shaler drives that one to center field. Center fielder Walsh battling the sun a little bit, but able to make the catch. Good piece there by Shaler. But his counterpart in Walsh over in center field for the Nighthawks, able to snag that one.
Shaler opting to go to the deepest part of the park there. Whole lot of room there.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know us here at Saints Field, it is a pitcher-friendly ballpark. Not very many balls leave the yard.
Interesting there. First time we saw that thing you touched on, Aaron, right? You see Lachlan pop one up to the second baseman at the inning. But we'll get back to your point about the whole pitch calm thing just now. It's the first time we saw kind of have to redo there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the end of the third, the Saints score no runs on no hits, no errors, and leave no runners left on. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Nighthawks lead this one 1-0.
Number 34, Brian Rojas.
Stepping in for the Nighthawks to lead off the top of the fourth will be number 34, Brian Rojas. Interesting to look at this lineup and see that there's quite a few people on or players on the Nighthawks roster who are listed as pitchers as well as infielders. Rojas hits that one softly to right field. And he'll be aboard. So a good start already to the inning for the Nighthawks. Stepping in now will be number 17, Adam Paganelli.
Adam Paganelli.
You can do a deep dive on how many two-way players the Nighthawks have, or
No, I mean, I was just looking at it. It's just oh, it's hit high and deep to center field. Shaler's under it. Will make the catch. Tagging from first is Rojas. Not something you see typically from anyone, but obviously we touched on being a hitter's friendly ballpark, or pitcher's friendly ballpark, excuse me. And deep center field gives an opportunity for the runner on first to tag and advance on a fly ball. So that's exactly what Rojas did there and puts him in scoring position for Tishan Kell. First pitch swinging. That one will stay fair. RBI double on the first pitch he sees by Tishan Kell. That one was hooking down the right field line and just hit the line, says the home plate umpire. So he'll trade spots with Rojas at second, and the Nighthawks take a 2-0 lead now.
Coming to play, the designated hitter, number 23, Dick Hua.
pretty good looking swing there too by Tishenko, keeping that fair, right? Easily could have
out in front a little bit, but
yeah.
able to not put so much side spin on that. As the DH for the Nighthawks steps in, and Duke Pahukoa.
Second time through the order, you're probably going to see a lot more adjustments by Nighthawks hitters, right? I think as you saw that previous batter as well, most likely looking for the off speed, right?
Yeah, I mean, early on in the game, we saw a lot of first pitch swinging, a lot of early in the counts, you know, swinging early on, and now you're seeing them kind of take a few pitches and get a little bit deeper in counts, force Mayfield to throw strikes, which seems to be a little bit of a struggle for him at this point. We'll see if he can kind of pull things together here. Get back in this one as he's behind on Pahukoa 3-0. Sun's trying to peek out a little bit here. Baseball guys are trying to help out as much as they can.
I don't think we're asking for much either, right? Just for it to stay
As long as,
how it is.
yeah, as long as there's no rain, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Coming to the plate, the second baseman, number 5, Gavin.
But when the rain starts falling, obviously we have a little bit of a problem, being we have a natural field.
Right.
Having to pull the tarp, and I mean, for those of you that tuned in last time we played at home, obviously seen the delays and the tarp pulled on and off the field. But hopefully we don't have to deal with that. His pitching coach, Tyler Raskin, will head out to the mound and talk to his pitcher, try to settle him down a little bit with one out here and runners on first and second. We'll step aside for a moment. Don't go anywhere. So number 5, Brubaker steps in with runners on first and second. We Tishinkel on second, Pahukua on first. Double steal attempt, and it is successful for the Nighthawks. A little bit of a lackadaisical moment for the Saints there. But nonetheless, a double steal successful for the Nighthawks as they now have runners on second and third with just one out for Brubaker.
Funny you mentioned Pahukua only having one stolen bag on the year. Now he's
already doubled
2 for
that
2
just
today.
yeah.
Yeah. Good call there by either, if the players are down their own or head coach called that, but coming out of a timeout, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like a little pitching coach comes out, kind of the least of your worries, you would think.
Swung on, hit high to right field. Sasaki's under it. Tagging is Tishinkel and Pahukua. Sasaki will throw over to third. Will be offline. So successful sac fly there by Brubaker. Extend the lead now to 3-0 for the Nighthawks, and will advance Pahukua to third with 2 outs here for the catcher, number 33, Jason Bell.
Small things, right? A little double steal there. Had it been first and second, that probably was just a lazy fly ball. No runners scored.
Yeah, and to touch on that double steal to your point with whether or not that was called or not, it did look like Pahukua got a bit of a late jump, so that's why McCorkle did try to attempt the backside throw there, but nonetheless, score now 3-0 with Pahukua on third and 2 outs. Mayfield ahead here, 0-2.
It's inevitable, too, if you're a backside runner there, too, right, to get a good jump. You're waiting for the guy in front of you to go, kind of, right, making sure he's actually running and not fake stealing and whatnot. So
kind of making that observation, maybe it does seem like it was on Tishinkel to had the green light there, but wasn't a straight steal for both runners. But
almost a heads-up play, like you mentioned, though, by McCorkle, right?
Kind of knowing that backside guy.
Yeah. Tishinkel did have a very good jump, too, so no chance in getting the guy at third.
Count moves even now, 2-2. Mayfield sets. Here's a pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, and the third baseman, McLaughlin, will field it cleanly and make the throw over to first. And record the outs. But not before the Nighthawks are able to push 2 more runs across on 2 hits. No errors, and leaving 1 runner on. Well, to the bottom of the 4th, Saints 2 up, trailing this one 3-0. Due up for the Saints here in the bottom of the fourth will be McCorkle, Hollabaugh, and Stewart. Saints need to get something going here to start chipping away at that deficit. It's just 3 runs, but against a nationally ranked team like the Nighthawks, runs do come at a premium. So Swan hit deep to left field and will stay in the ballpark. And left fielder Paganelli will make the catch.
Coming to play, the first baseman, number 7, Peter Hollabaugh.
Stepping in now will be first baseman Peter Hollabaugh. Next pitch is hit on the ground of third baseman Rojas. High throw. But Karpstein able to jump up and get down and get his foot down. Record the out.
Now batting, the Saints designated hitter, number 6, Mark Stewart.
Stepping in now will be senior number 6, Mark Stewart. His first debut was first pitch swing and hit a line drive to the third baseman. See if he can find a little bit of success here in his last 4 games.
Etheridge just seems to be in a groove right now, right? Settled in, just throwing strikes, getting outs. Like you mentioned, just got to figure out a way to just get him out of the rhythm, the tempo, right? Throw him off the game a little bit, but he's too comfortable right now.
Little inside out swing, sky to right field. And Tishikill will make the catch. So the Saints go 1, 2, 3, score no runs on no hits, no errors, and leave nobody on. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Nighthawks lead this one 3-0.
Now he's the manager of the Cleveland Indians, Cleveland Guardians, like the pro team. And I was like, do I want to? I mean, of course.
Leading off for the Nighthawks here in the top of the 5th will be first baseman Karpstein. He flies one to the left side. all three of the Saints, left fielder, third baseman, and shortstop are there, but in the end, it'll be Johnny Shimabukuro making the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out for Mayfield.
Coming to the plate for the Jayhawks, the center fielder, number 6, Carter Walsh.
Stepping in now will be the speedy leadoff hitter in Carter Walsh.
I got in contact. I called them. Like I said, they're showing season.
Good pitch there by Mayfield. Count moves even 1-1. Advantage count here for Walsh. 3-1. Big swing and a miss there by Walsh.
Good change of speeds there by Mayfield.
Yeah, Walsh probably expecting a fastball down the middle there. It was pretty big
fastball.
But good. 3-2 swung on, hit high and deep to left field, but out of play. Looks like that's what Walsh was looking to do in the previous pitch, but nonetheless, count moves full now.
I think if you see a swing like that, if you're Mayfield, you're probably going to opt to go to the off-speed away, right? Hopefully catch him out in front.
Next pitch is driven to left field, but foul. So Walsh seems to be on Mayfield here. We'll see if Mayfield can adjust. Try to get the better of Walsh. Got a little patch of blue skies here, and sun is peeking through, shining bright here at Saints Field. The 3-2. Swung on, hit, popped up high, just behind the backstop. McCorkle giving chase. And will make its way out of play.
Almost hit us here under the tent, huh, Aaron? Came awfully close. Thought that one had a chance to stay in, but if you are interested in coming down to Saints Field this weekend, we have a cooler full of Sophie scoops if you catch a foul ball. So you like ice cream, you like baseball, might as well come on down.
3-2 pitch will miss down and away, and Walsh will be aboard.
And if you're Mayfield, definitely not the guy you want to get on first base, right? We were talking about earlier. 21 for 25. We already saw the Nighthawks offense already kind of send their runners in motion. So wouldn't be surprised to see Walsh off of first base here on some sort of action, hit and run and hit, something.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Mayfield pick off first move, which he does here. But
it's almost like a courtesy pickoff, right?
Yeah.
You know the guy's
you know
super
he's going.
fast at first,
You got to get him
right?
to dive back, go back, try to get a little bit tired. I don't know what it is, if it messes with them mentally or what, but nonetheless, expect Walsh to be moving here, and he does. Swung on, hit, driven to right field. Sasaki will catch it, make the throw over to first. Will it roll to follow ball? It does. A double play by right fielder Sasaki as Walsh was trying to steal second. But the line drive by Calnon is caught by Sasaki and thrown in and rolls nicely over, dramatically I should say, to Peter Holloway at first base to turn to double play. The Nighthawks will score no runs on no hits, no errors, and leave no runners left on. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth, excuse me. Saints trailing this one 3-0. So stepping in now, after making that nice double play, is right fielder Hunter Sasaki for the Saints. Check swing there, and he did go around, so.
Let's see if good defense can translate to good offense here for the Saints. Need something here.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little anxious, obviously making that nice play
Right.
out in right field in the first pitch. Good on Etheridge to go with the off speed there for the first pitch. The 1-1. That one will be called for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Too bad we don't have a replay here, because it would have been funny to see Sasaki's throw back in, kind of nonchalant, right? Kind of knew the runner was stealing.
Driven to right field, but unfortunately, Tishan Kell is playing in the right spot. Takes a few steps over to his right and makes the catch.
Left fielder, number 1,
So stepping in now will be senior Johnny Shimabukuro. First pitch he sees taken for a strike. Next pitch makes its way out of play, and count moves 0-2 now. Shimabukuro, the Hawaii native from Aiea, went to Edmonds Community College just up north and made his way here. And he finds himself in a 1-2 count, now 2-2 count in his final 4 collegiate games as a baseball player. Swing and a miss, and Shimabukuro goes down swinging.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 5, Brady Alley.
Stepping in now is another senior, number 5, Brady McNally.
Like I was touching on, man, I think it's just the tempo, the efficiency kind of just gets on you real quick, right? As you can see, Etheridge just working.
McNally hits one just fair, and Rojas snags it over at third, makes a beautiful throw across the diamond. Record the final out of the inning. So the Saints score no runs on no hits, no errors, and no runners left on. We'll head to the top of the 6th. Nighthawks winning this one so far 3-0.
Number 34, Brian Rojas.
didn't think it was gonna get one.
Coming into the plate. Go left fielder, number 17. Adam Piganelli.
I didn't know where you were at. Gooch and Cam did though.
Who's that?
Gooch? You don't even like Montgomery
He
Gooch?
graduated?
No.
Quit?
Yeah, he
Oh, shit, he quit.
yeah, very decent kid.
Yeah.
He quit in the fall.
Why?
And then for school. And then Cam did the same thing for school.
Because he's a teacher.
Yeah. But they were both too thankful yesterday. Gosh, I'm so sore. Working out yesterday.
Have you been running?
Have I been running?
Stairmaster? Yeah.
Every day. Oh, not every day, but every other day. This week's been bad because of almost, or just been doing schoolwork every day. Excuse. Haven't seen you in it. So.
Oh, we don't go at the same time.
No. It's not true. You just don't go.
That's not true. I ran 3 miles yesterday.
3 miles.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 12, Trevor Tishenkow.
Go, Trev.
Do you know any of you guys? Where?
Yeah, I've got two friends that play on this team, but one of them quit. And then I think I know most of I actually know their third base coach better than anyone. He was there, yeah, since Grant Carey. He was an All-American for them 3 years ago.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, and then he transferred to Tarleton State in Texas. back here after his draft program.
Wait, how much, Emily?
Like $7.
7?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was their first baseman.
Tishakel with the 1-1 count. Excuse us for coming back a little late. We had a little bit of technical difficulties here in the booth. But nonetheless, 2 outs here. The batter is Tishakel. He's now in a 2-2 count. Twos across the board here. 2 strikes, 2 balls, and 2 outs. 2 quick outs early in this one, in this top half of the 6th for Mayfield. See if he can get the third. That one hit on the ground through the right side and will make its way to Sasaki. Tishakel will be aboard.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 23, Duke Akua.
In steps number 23, Duke Pahukoa. With Tishakel on first and 2 outs. First pitch down and away. Pahukoa second on the team in home runs with 7. He trails just 2 shy of the runner on first in Tishakel, who has 9. So a little bit of the 1-2 punch for the Nighthawks with Tishakel and Pahukoa.
Mayfield giving the Saints good innings here, right? Only surrendering to 3 runs, keeping them in the game. Nothing more you could ask for. 6 innings, I think, today in baseball. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Right? I think back in the day, starters going like 7 and 8 innings, but I think 5, 6 innings is great work if you're a starter today.
1-2 count to Pahukoa. Runner goes. Pitch swung on, foul down the left side, and we will go again. Tishakel will head over back to first.
Nighthawks baseman pretty active today.
Yeah, I think trying to
Yeah.
pad the stats a little bit. You know, going
Yeah.
into your second to the last weekend.
82 of 99 coming into it as a team, but we've seen a whole lot of action here. Got a double steal, multiple guys just kind of in motion, hit and runs going on.
Off speed, got Pahukoa looking. So the Nighthawks score no runs on 1 hit, no errors, leave 1 runner left on. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Momentum seemingly on the Saints side. Leading off for the Saints here in the bottom of the 6th will be the shortstop, number 0, Rylan Miyazaki. As he swings at the first pitch he sees once again and fouls that one out of play. Next pitch he sees is hit foul down the right field line. Miyazaki pretty aggressive here early on. Puts him in an 0-2 count. Next pitch high. No chase there by Miyazaki. A 1-2 pitch. Swung on and caught. But Miyazaki goes down via the strikeout. We'll bring up the top of the lineup for the Saints in number 3, Ozzie Shaler.
Coming to plate, the center fielder, number 3, Ozzie Shaler.
First pitch off speed to Shaler in there. So quickly behind is Shaler, 0-2. Etheridge still working pretty quickly. Next pitch high, count moves 1-2. A little bit of a check swing there, did not go.
Shaler putting together a pretty good year, I'd say, right? Starting center fielder here for the Saints, 47 hits, 9 doubles, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs.
Pitch hit high, down the left field line. Will they make the catch? They will not, and we will go again.
Looking at stats here, if Shaler can figure out a way to get a double in this 4-game set, we'll have 4 Saints with double-digit doubles, which is very good to see if you're the Saints offense and hitting Coach Joey Swanson, right? So see if Shaler can poke one in the gap, use his speed, get a little extra base hit. A little cherry on top to an awesome season for Austin Shaler.
That one's hit hard, deep to center field, but unfortunately for Shaler, right at Walsh once again. So his counterpart getting the best of him. Making some good contact, but unfortunately they are playing in the right position, so can't really do anything about it. Nothing to hang your hat about. Ball's hit really hard to the deepest part of the park, so just keep swinging it if you're Shaler. It will fall at some point this weekend, but nonetheless, stepping in is McLaughlin now.
Saints hitting a lot of what they call atom balls, right? Hitting hard, but it's right at them. That's all. Can't do anything about it.
Good frame there by Bell. 1-1 count. Next pitch off speed down. The 2-1. Swung on, hit high and deep to center field. Walsh has a beat on it. He'll camp and make the catch to record the final out. So the Saints score no runs on no hits, no errors, and leave nobody left on. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Saints trail this one 3-0. New pitcher for the Saints here in the top of the 7th inning will be number 44,
Second baseman, number 5.
Connor
Jack Brubaker.
Mendez.
Mendez making his 6th appearance. 3.18 ERA. He does have a save on the year. 5.5 2/3 of an inning. So most likely looking to get 1 or 2 innings out of Mendez here. See if the Saints can push across a couple of runs, keep them in the ball game.
Mendez already ahead here. 0-2, but unfortunately, Brubaker gets the better of him there and hits one through the right side.
Coming to the plate, the Nighthawks catcher, number 33, Jason Bell.
Where you at? Coming to the ball? And then we were like, what?
So in steps number 33, the catcher, Jason Bell, with Brubaker aboard on first. Brubaker goes. A throw down by McCorkle in time, and we'll get Brubaker trying to steal. Beautiful throw there by McCorkle to gun down Brubaker. And eliminate the threat of the Nighthawks runner.
Like we mentioned, Aaron, a lot of action on the base paths. Coco able to throw out. Base runner there. Good to see. Nice tag applied by McNally there.
Yeah, I mean the Nighthawks, you know, if it was working before, why veer off from it? So obviously staying aggressive, but fortunately for the Saints, able to cut the runner down there.
It's like in any sport you play, right? Keep spamming the same thing
Yeah.
until you figure out a way to either get them out.
If it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Exactly.
Big swing and a miss there by Bell. Count moves even, 2-2. Big 12-6 off-speed curveball there by Mendez. Nearly catches the top of the zone, but
I think it caught Bell off guard too,
Yeah.
right? Perfect pitch in that situation. I don't think he's looking for that.
3-2. Tries it again, but misses even higher that time. Bell will be aboard. So double play in line for the Saints to get out of this one.
The first baseman, number 8, Caleb Harpstein.
Nothing hurt here if you're the Saints. In steps, Karpstein, the 9-hole, first pitch swinging.
Yeah.
1-1 count, 1 out. Bell on first. Karpstein the hitter. Fouls that one out of play. A 1-2 count now. Mendez looking for his best friend in the double play or just a strikeout. Pickoff attempt, nothing going on there. Swing and a miss. Down goes Karpstein. So 2 outs now. Good sequence there by Mendez.
No batting. The Nighthawks center fielder, number 6, Carter Walsh.
Yeah, perfect sequence there, as you mentioned. That foul ball, 2 strike. Looked like he was looking for some sort of off speed, right? Then there, I think again, caught him late. So good pitching by Mendez. Right around the zone too, right? I mean, these balls aren't missing by much.
Yeah.
2 balls off the plate, so it's awesome. It's getting even the hitters, umpires thinking, right? It's right around the zone. Could be a strike.
Carter Walsh steps in.
And I think when you're around the zone like that too, there's going to be times where it's like 0-2, 1-2, where it might make you expand if you're a hitter, right? Something that might look like a strike.
Yeah,
not
it's
necessarily a strike.
And to both sides' credit, the home plate umpire has a pretty tight zone today, so really being competitive with their pitches, trying to get the call. Pitch misses high, count moves 2-1.
A nonchalant pickoff there by Mendez. I think sometimes more so just kind of reset.
Yeah,
right?
reset the
More
clock,
than-
get your feet under you a little bit.
Yeah.
2-2 count, 2 outs. Bell on first, Walsh the hitter.
Bell slightly leaning there, right? A little bit maybe.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes. Not sure what kind of speed he's got, but he's the catcher, so legs got to be feeling a little tired here 6 innings in. Never mind, he goes. Ball hit to right center field. Shaler makes a diving catch, a beautiful defensive catch out there by Ozzie Shaler. That man is a ball hawk out there. Makes a beautiful diving catch to end the inning. What would have been probably a triple for Walsh, an RBI triple, but Shaler, his counterpart, able to get back at Walsh a little bit there. Nonetheless, we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Score still 3-0. Saints trail. Welcome back to the bottom of the 7th here at Saints Field. Saints trail this one 3-0. Leading off for the Saints will be catcher Trevor McCorkle. As he's down early, 0-2. Big swing and a miss there. Excuse me, big swing and a foul back.
Seems to be a pretty common theme with each Saints batter. It's like take a couple of blinks and Etheridge is already in the count 0-1,
Yeah.
0-2, you know? It's like
It just goes back to the effectiveness of working quick and having that pitch calm on his wrist. As McCorkle goes down swinging.
Coming to the plate, the Saints first baseman, number 7, Peter Hollaball.
Stepping in is number 7, first baseman Peter Hollaball. First pitch swinging.
and it goes back to our point, right? Like he works quick, so you want to be out in the head early and
Yeah.
swing early, but if you're not getting hits out of it too, right? He just ground outs and all that. It's just building upon his tempo, his momentum.
Yeah, with
His- all the confidence in the world, I bet, right now.
with how often he's in the zone, you can't really take any pitches off. He's going to be around the zone, so you always just got to be ready to looking for something to hit early on. And you know, if it's not working in your favor, you know, maybe play a little bit of mind games with him to step out, call time, get him out of his groove. Hits softly on the ground to Rojas over at third. And makes the throw to record the second out. Stepping in now is the DH, number 6, Mark Stewart.
The designated hitter, number 6, Mark Stewart.
First pitch swinging. Hits that one high, deep down the right field line.
It's our favorite play, Aaron.
Yep, the basket catch unable to be completed by the first baseman. Karpstein gave that one a run. So did Tishan Kell.
Love to run the numbers, see how often that actually
Yeah.
happens per game.
Here, especially with the
just
big
seems like we're
foul
always talking
territory that
about
we
it.
have. Yeah. So long strike. Next pitch to Stewart is down. Count moves even 1-1. Pitch swung on, hit up the middle, and it'll get through for Stewart. He'll be aboard via the single.
Coming to the plate for the Saints, the right fielder, number 51, Hunter Sasaki.
So for the Saints, that'll be their second hit of the game. Comes here with 2 outs. And like we've touched on before in previous series, you know, a little bit of 2-out magic. We'll see if they can get that going with Hunter Sasaki stepping in. First pitch swinging, dribbler foul.
Sometimes hitting is contagious too, right? You see one of your teammates get a little base knock, might give you a little more confidence when you're stepping up to the box.
Yeah.
Right? Swing away.
It's pretty crazy how the game of baseball works. You know, like you said, hitting is contagious, and it's interesting to see that. Kind of like basketball, you know, when teams go on runs, like it just goes to show that the amount of confidence and the momentum that you have really carries over, and it shows. Teams able to string back-to-back hits together, score some runs, even in situations like we are in now with 2 outs, right? 2 outs. It's pretty tough to do. A 2-0 count to Sasaki. One's hitting the ground to the shortstop. Drops that one and makes a throw over to second on time to get Stewart out.
In the Saints half of the seventh, no runs, 1 hit.
So Saints score no runs on 1 hit.
Score remains Nighthawks 3, Saints 0.
No errors and 1 runner left on. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Saints trail this one 3-0. Welcome back to the top of the 8th. The sun is peeking out once again. Just trying to give the Saints some life on their shiny, bright pinstripe uniforms. But they trail this one 3-0. Leading off for the Nighthawks. Be a shortstop, Callan. That one's driven to center field, but the ball hawk and Ozzie Shaler has got a beat on that one, and he'll run it down.
Shaler with shades of Julio Rodriguez last inning. So if you're a Nighthawks hitter, I think hitting it, I think Nighthawks and Saints hitters, anywhere but the center field,
Yeah.
it's just running balls down today.
Walsh and Shaler both got wheels. It'd be interesting to see them kind of try to do a little 40-yard
Race.
dash or
yeah,
something.
That'd be fun, yeah. A little NFL draft going on, too. Put them out there in between games, get a little in-game entertainment or something.
Just see what's going on. Big swing and a big hack there by Rojas. Sounds.
I mean, those are pretty prototypical center fielders, though, right? Got to be able to cover ground. Normally, your right fielder's your best arm in the outfield.
Mhm.
Center fielder's the one that got to be able to man that left center, right center gap. So,
Yeah,
Shaler and
in the
Walsh
past,
get
yeah.
that.
In the past here at St. Martin's, we've had some ball hawks playing center field for St. Martin's, right? We've had Cody Chavis the previous years, and not necessarily the. I think Shaler probably has him beat on the defensive side, maybe the offensive side as well. But prior to that, Steve Sordahl, right? Another guy that's just unreplaceable out there in center.
You almost expect every fly ball that goes in the air to be caught.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like unrealistically something like that to happen as Rojas gets plunked there by Mendez. But, yeah, ball goes in the air and it's in the direction of the middle of the field. You think, oh, it's probably being caught.
Yeah.
Batting, the left fielder, number 17, Adam Paganelli.
Stepping in now as a 4-hole hitter, Adam Paganelli. Double play in line for the Saints. Paganelli shows bunt, tries to pull back, but the ball hits the bat.
It was more like Paganelli was trying to defend himself there more so than actually trying to put the punt down, right? It's
a little scary. I wonder if that was coming on his face a little
yeah,
bit.
it looked like it.
One out, one strike to Paganelli. Rojas on first. Big cut there by Paganelli.
Yeah, Paganelli, a senior. I was just going to touch on that because graduation's coming up for the Saints here too, but protecting the face probably.
Yeah.
So he has nice pictures in graduation. Shades of our good buddy Austin Feist took one to the face right before graduation weekend. So don't blame Paganelli there.
Swing and a miss. Paganelli goes down. Good pitch there by Mendez to get Paganelli.
Now batting. The right fielder, number 12, Trevor Tishenko.
Stepping in now for the Nighthawks will be number 12, the right fielder, Trevor Tishenko.
Aaron, so we see the sun's out, but we get like a light sprinkle of rain-ish. Ever so slightly.
Yeah, that is the PNW for you, isn't it? Can never get away from the rain, regardless of if the sun's out or not. Two pickoff moves to Rojas over at first. Rojas has not attempted a stolen bag this season, so interesting to see. Mendez keeping him close there. First pitch to Tishenko inside, called ball.
And who knows, Aaron, with our luck this game, he might just go ahead and run. See some action. Picks up something we can't see from here, maybe Mendez, timing-wise.
Foul back to the backstop. Count moves to 1-1. Mendez sets the 1-1. This is inside there. Good pitch there by Mendez. Just misses the inside corner.
Interesting to see Mendez's tempo in comparison to Nighthawks pitcher Etheridge. A lot more calm, cool, collected. It seems like Etheridge loves that quick tempo. Get the ball back, get right back on the mound.
Yeah, like we touched on,
Strikes.
the pitch calm that the Saints have is sort of that kind of walkie-talkie type of deal with the catcher and the pitching coach, Tyler Raskin. You can see, not sure if some of you on stream can see, but on the back of McCorkle's chest protector, he has a transmitter device with an earphone coming out of it that he can hear the pitches that are being told to him. So full count. Rojas will be moving on the pitch. Three, two, swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Great inning there by the Saints. See if they can transition that momentum into the offense. Chip away at the lead that the Nighthawks have. But nonetheless, no runs scored on no hits, no errors, and one runner left on. We'll head to the bottom of the eighth. Saints trailing 3-0.
I think Colin just is warming up. I think he's gonna pitch second.
Jimmy Bakuro.
No, 2 more half innings for the Saints to try and bring it back here. Score 3 runs, tie this game, possibly 4. But leading off is left fielder Johnny Shimabukuro. First pitch swinging, and he'll get through the left side, and he'll be aboard. So the Saints get something going early here in the bottom of the 8th.
Coming to the Saints second baseman, number 5, Brady McNally.
In steps, second baseman number 5, Brady McNally.
Like we touched on earlier, Aaron. Why not just swing the first pitch, right?
Yeah, why not? Nothing.
Shoving for 7 innings, so.
Down 3, got to make something happen now. As McNally shows the bunt, pulls back for a ball.
It's likely going to see some sort of action here for Saints offense. Etheridge pretty quick to the plate as well, right? So.
Runner goes, hit and run there. Dribble to shortstop, not able to make the throw on time. Be an infield single for McNally. A little hit and run there works out for the Saints. They got 2 runners aboard now with McNally on first and Shimabukuro on second. Shortstop Riley Miyazaki steps in. Maybe expect to see a bunt here drop. Try to advance both runners. Try to hand it off to top of the lineup and senior Ozzie Shaler.
Nighthawks defense appear to have some sort of bunt play on.
Beautiful bunt put down by Miyazaki.
Safe.
And he'll get in there with the bunt single. Oh, nice little, somewhat of a push bunt. Gets right in between Etheridge and the first baseman.
Right.
Coming to the plate.
Something I was just going to mention, too. Yeah. The second baseman kind of shaded, right? Like standing on second base there. And as you see, left side of the infield kind of shaded that way, too. So perfect placement.
So the Saints will load him up here. For Ozzie Shaler, his pitching coach will come out and try to settle Etheridge down. Try to minimize as much as possible.
If you're Etheridge here, you're happy about what was happening, right, pitching-wise, and then you see a ball that isn't even hit harder than, I don't even think we've seen a ball hit harder than, 70 miles an hour this inning, and you get 3 hits out of it? Like, man.
So I think Shaler's been putting the good barrel on balls, unfortunately just at his counterpart in Walsh in center field, but we'll see if Shaler can do it again, and this time hopefully get down for the Saints. Could maybe be a bases clearing double or triple with Shaler's speed.
I don't know, Aaron. It's senior weekend, so why not a little grand slam, you know? Why not?
Grand slam for the senior Shaler would be a way to end his career. If I was Shaler and I did that, I'd be asking to sit for the rest of the weekend. But
call it a career.
Big swing deep to right center field. Walsh is not able to get it. It'll drop in right center field. McNally rounds third. He will score. Like we talked about, Shaler was due. He's been making great contact all day and hits one deep to right center field for a 2-run double. And the Saints cut the lead down to 1.
Coming to the plate, the third baseman, number 13, Dylan McLaughlin.
It's right here. It's a new promotion.
So it looks like Etheridge's day will be done, but he is responsible for the 2 runners left on. We'll step aside as the new Nighthawk pitcher comes in. Saints trailing this one now just 3-2. For the new pitcher on the bump for the Nighthawks will be number 14, Wade Duncan. He's made 16 appearances thus far, posting a 6-1 record, 2.22 ERA, and has recorded 7 saves for the Nighthawks. So this is their closer as he faces Dylan McLaughlin.
Favorite play coming up, Aaron?
Interesting to see the first baseman actually go for that one, because if he makes that basket catch, he's got all his momentum running out that way. So Miyazaki can tag from third and score on that play. So
I think even Shaler with his speed as well from second probably tagging as well, right? So
maybe something that second baseman and his teammate.
And that's thinking the game too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You got your closer on the mound, 25 Ks and only 2 walks, right? You're most likely playing for the strikeout here if you're a Nighthawks fan.
Off-speed pitch, beautiful pitch there.
Curious to see if they go 1 inning, right, with Duncan here, and then go to the 9th with a different guy, or just have him stick out all 6 outs.
That one's hit softly to right field. Will it be deep enough for Miyazaki? Catch and throw in. Not deep enough, unfortunately, so Miyazaki will not score. Runners will stay put.
Now batting with the Saints catcher, number 23, Trevor Marco.
Really like the hold there by Coach Swanson.
Yeah.
No outs, second and third, right? Ball's not hit too deep. There's no point in chancing that. I think it'd be a different scenario if we had 1 out, right? Something like that, but
yeah, you're down
lineup's
1.
coming up too,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
So,
down 1. You still got another inning left to hit.
right.
Don't want to try and get it all back at one time.
And another thing too, if Miyazaki does get doubled off too on that play, it just kills all the momentum.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, Nighthawks closer on the mound, it's giving him back all that confidence. So I think a good hold there.
Big swing and a miss by McCorkle.
And it's just a trust in the guys behind you, right? Trusting that McCorkle can come through and bring Miyazaki in.
1-2 count, 1 out. Swing in and fouled back by McCorkle. Good swing there. He is right on the fastball.
Stream doesn't do it justice, but Nighthawks defense kind of in a unique situation. Shortstop's all the way back, so a ground ball to him. Miyazaki's scoring pretty easily.
Ball hit on the ground. It'll get through the left side. Miyazaki will score. Shaler will round third. He will not advance. And the Saints tie the game on the RBI single by Trevor McCorkle. Beautiful piece of hitting there with 2 strikes. They would put that one in play and get it through the 6 hole. Saints able to tie this one now 3-3.
It goes back to our point, Aaron. Just trusting the guy behind you,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Just all the
Trusting
trust
that-
in the world in your teammates. First baseman Peter Hollaball steps in, takes the first pitch he sees down, but called strike. So runners on the corners for him. Shaler on third, McCorkle on first with 1 out.
Interesting to see if the Saints will opt to stay out of the double play. Some sort of motion. You got speed and Shaler at third. Not quite the same speed at first with McCorkle.
Yeah, obviously I'm not in the head coaching position, nor am I in any coaching position, but if I was Coach Kelly Gow here, I would drop a bunt down to the first base side. You know, if Ozzie gets thrown out at home, you still got McCorkle advancing on the bunt, and you have a runner on first and Hollaball. Nonetheless, 1-2, swung on, fouled off, but
Yeah, the most indefensible is a safety squeeze, right?
Right.
First and third.
And
like, what do you want your
first
guys standing on
baseman's-
first base to do? Yeah.
he's holding on the runner, so he's playing pretty deep, so you have to have the pitcher to make a miraculous play, right? Field the ball with his glove and kind of toss it with his glove. Doesn't have time to grab the ball with his throwing hand and make a toss. But the 1-2 pitch down in the dirt, McCorkle will steal. And like to your point, staying out of double play, and that's what they did. So good on them. So 2-2 count now, 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position for Peter Hollaball.
A lot more options, too, if you're Hollenball here, right? Without a runner on first.
Pitch will miss inside. Count will move full. So if you're Hollaball, you need to put something in play here.
See if Shaler can get a good jump. I think even with his speed, a ground ball maybe sneaks in.
That one's hit high, deep to center field. Should be deep enough to score Shaler. And it does. The Saints will take a 4-3 lead. On the sac fly from Peter Hollaball.
Designated hitter, number 6, Mark Dewar.
Good piece of hitting there by Hollaball. Able to battle, put one in play in the outfield, able to get a sac fly out of it. Give the Saints the 4-3 lead here late in this one.
And I'm all for underrated plays there, Aaron. Some things that won't show up in the scorebook there. A couple of things to touch on. McCorkle not choosing. He's tagging up, but not running third base, not making the last out at third. And also a third baseman there trying to block Shaler's view.
Yeah, it was interesting to see him kind of moving around. I don't know
Very
what it
smart
was.
play to kind of get in his way, right? It's not interference by any means because he's not necessarily in Shaler's way of running, but he's just blocking his point of view. So good on third baseman there. Sometimes that might work, right? Get a little missed jump or something, but Nonetheless, Saints take the lead. See if the senior Mark Stewart can get that all but important insurance run as well.
Yeah, because I lost
So
it.
Duncan will be done. It'll bring in number 11, Josh Brown.
Now pitching for the Nighthawks, number 11, Josh Brown.
But we'll step aside for a moment. Saints now lead this one 4-3. So Josh Brown for the Nighthawks has made 13 appearances with a 3-1 record, 4.64 ERA. Has just one save on the season. So obviously the Nighthawks closer in Wade Duncan.
Couple of chess
Responsible.
moves there by Nighthawks head coach, I think. Probably not the last we'll see of Duncan if the Nighthawks are leading another game, let's say tomorrow or something, right? Probably bringing in his closer again, so.
Stewart hits that one hard on the ground. One hopper to the shortstop, Callan, and he'll snag that and make the throw over to first in time. But the Saints will score 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors and leave one runner on. Heading to the top of the 9th. Saints lead this one 4-3.
Yeah, but I mean, if she wants to continue playing soccer, she can walk on anywhere. Maybe not like a power 5, but I don't think that's what she's looking for. Like, if she wanted to go to a Zuja,
Leading off the top of the 9th for the Nighthawks will be number 23, Duke Pahukoa. First pitch off speed by Mendez in there, called strike.
Another underrated thing, I think, Mayfield, keeping them in this game, right? The starter for the Saints. Riding the ship, only letting in 3 runs, giving them a chance. Something you won't see in the box score again because he'll get the no decision, right? With Mendez
in line for the win.
7th. So, yeah. But huge props to Mayfield there.
Big swing and a miss there by Pahukoa. He'll be behind now, 1-2.
I think over the course of these couple of innings, Mendez has gotten more confidence in that 12-6, like you mentioned, right? Seems to be like it's his pitch.
See two of those off speeds, 12-6s back to back, and then he goes with the high fastball and catches Pahukoa late there. So really can go with anything here. The 1-2 pitch. 12-6. Oh, just misses the zone. Must have been outside. So count moves even now to Pahukoa. And this sets the 2-2. Fastball in, nearly hits Pahukoa, brushes him off the plate a little bit. Count will move full now.
With that 12-6 to his 2 strikes, you want it to appear like it's going to be in the zone and kind of just drop off at the last second, right? I think more so get that swing and the miss, swinging at something probably shouldn't be, so we'll see.
3-2. Foul back to the backstop.
Like you mentioned earlier, Aaron, Pahukoa with 7 homers on the season, so not really the guy you want to mess around with, right? Even here, Lacey still has a chance to leave the yard, so picking good spots here.
Pitch swung on, hit high to the left side. Shortstop Miyazaki tracking back, will make the catch. So good battle there by Mendez, able to get a fly out of that one.
And the all but important first out of the inning too for Mendez, right?
Kind of kills the momentum if you were to have any for the Nighthawks. And in steps Brubaker with 1 out.
See if the Saints can steal one here.
One pitch swung on, driven to left field. Shimabukuro takes a few steps to his left and makes the catch for the 2nd out. So the Saints are 1 out away from Game 1 victory. Pinch hitting for the Nighthawks will be number 27, Casey Wayne. Wayne, a .282 hitter on the season with 85 at-bats and 24 hits. So if you're the Nighthawks, you just need a runner aboard here. Nothing special. You don't need anything too big. First pitch in there is called strike. Oh, 1 pitch. This is outside. Count is even now, 1-1. Off speed hit high to right field. Sasaki camped under it and will make the catch. And the Saints take Game 1 with a score 4-3.
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat are the Saints.
Saints down 3-0 nearly the entire game, able to put up 4 runs in the 8th inning and hold the Nighthawks to none in the 9th. We'll be back in 30 minutes approximately for game number 2 of this 4-game series. Thank you all for watching. Tune in a few